Great morning, holy brothers and sisters! It's the 19th day of the Omer. Today is the 4th of IYAR. We are in the Kitzur Likutei Moharan, and today's lesson will be called Stubborn Stealing. The gravity of the prohibition against stealing. The prohibition against stealing is extremely grave, for when a person steals someone's money, he thereby robs him of his children. That is, the robber takes the victim's children. If the victim does not yet have children, the robber can steal from him so that he will not have children in the future. And even if the victim has already had children, the robber can inflict harm upon him such that his children will die, God forbid, as a result of stealing money from him. So when we try to understand this on a deeper level, we can go into the concept of the potential of life. Both money and children share that potential because you can do so much with both of them, so there's a very deep connection spiritually between them. As a result of stealing from another person, the robber also comes to lustful thoughts. This is because the robber feels an attraction through the money that he took. In addition, the robber can sometimes lose his own wife as a result of his theft. So it is actually a very serious prohibition in separation, just not from the money itself, but from everything else that it draws with it. It is also possible for a person to possess stolen money, even though he does not actively steal something. The explanation of this is through coveting, desiring, and craving alone, for which somebody else's money comes into his mind. He can also, in effect, steal from him. This is the severe prohibition, "You shall not covet," from Exodus 20:14 and Deuteronomy 5:18. The coveting itself is an extremely grave prohibition because coveting also has the power to rob someone else's money and the souls of his sons and daughters, just as when one actually steals. But by giving charity, a person can rectify stolen money that is in his possession. That is, the money that he stole through the sin of this coveting. However, money that he literally stole has no rectification until he returns what he has stolen. Alternatively, if he stole from the public, in which case it is impossible to return, but is taken from each person, he should use the stolen money for general public needs, as our sages of blessed memory taught in Beta 29a. That's, for example, like building roads or structures that the public can make use of so that he's actually giving back to them. Our sages taught if a person sees that his livelihood is meager, let him turn it into charity. Gittin 7a. This is because through charity, a person rectifies any improprieties in his money so that he'll have ample wealth and livelihood. A person who marries a woman for her money is an imbecile and a fool, and he mars and destroys his powers of understanding. As a result, he'll have unworthy children, as our sages of blessed memory taught in Kiddushin 70a. So understand that what we have today can be gone in a moment tomorrow. We have to always invest wisely, not go after a woman for looks or for money or anything like that. And it works both ways. And when we're dealing with money, we should be very careful not to only not steal physically, but also not to do it on an emotional, a thoughtful level. And when we put this into practice, we should be able to give our money towards charity to get so much back in return. As always, thank you so much for learning together. If you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like, comment, share, and borrow. And please God, we'll learn again tomorrow.